everybody. I am your host, Shane King FA40, and welcome to Sundari Command Updates again with the lovely Arrow and John.
I literally just sold my PlayStation, so I made extra cash just now.
Let's go.
Literally just sat back down.
Just sat back down right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, Zoom.
It's all Expo money because I'm going to Fan Expo Vancouver, so that's all the money is going towards.
Okay, I like it. Happy reading. How much did you sell it for? This is like a little bit off topic. Just a little bit.
PS4 plus games around $250 Canadian.
That's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. I don't know. I can translate that later into USD. Let's go. Let's just figure that out real quick. We're here, Canadian to USD. Let's do it. About 181 to the US dollar.
Yeah, it's an old console, first gen.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. All right. Well, yeah, happy to have you back. Happy to see everybody back here again. We got an interesting episode planned. We'll have to finish the ranking list, which may change because there's still so much on that list.
Jesus.
There's just so much. I don't know what we should do about it,
And I just picked up a new set as well, the Captain Wax head bust recently for my birthday.
Nice. Let's go. Let's though talk about kind of what this episode is gonna be mostly about, and then we get to have fun. And that is the lovely Disney company. Ooh! Disney company. As you can tell by the thumbnail, if many of you are joining based off that alone, it is titled Disney's Downfall, mainly with a question mark, with a question mark, and something that's been right now circulating. It's been circulating for the past couple of months. It's always been a topic. It's always held every once in a while, year, months, but it's Disney's downfall. It is like Alex said, the double D. It is the two Ds that catches a lot of people's eyes because it's sometimes a debate that leads to it's a stupid debate or it's plausible. It kind of has people always talking about it because how vast Disney is and how big they are. Could this really happen to them? Is this a topic that should be worth discussing? And I think it is because it's interesting where we're at with it. Before I kind of go into all my groundbreaking thoughts, and by the way, there are two recommended videos in the link description below. This is Matt's video, and along with another video that I might not blank on the guy's name, but yeah, two videos by Patrick C. There it is, right here. I have it pulled up right here to my right. It's me. Disney is perfectly happy with their catastrophic downfall, or Film Theory with MatPat. Disney is finally dead, and here's why. But let's talk about it. Personally, I don't want to open up with this. I want you, Arrow, the special guest.
Oh goodness.
Oh no.
I briefly watched both of the videos and I kind of on agreement with it. Like of all these streaming services, like lack of Disney producing like this amount of movies onto theaters and then mostly just promoting all the streaming services. I think they should like put more thought into theatrical releases instead of mainly promoting streaming services, which I think they lack. And also just reach out to the audience. Like they don't have to force everything, like reuse brands. It's just not fun for all of us to have our childhoods ruined, like Toy Story and all that stuff. Marvel. It's just not fun for us. Like they need to ask the fans of like what their takes on it, and like they really need to slow down and to like actually like take time to actually make a perfect movie instead of like forcing it onto others. But that's just generally my thoughts. And then the Snow White movie, it's going to be drastically bad. It's just going to be bad. But yeah, that's just my general thoughts on it.
Yeah. We'll delve deeper, don't you worry. We'll kind of get into certain areas, topics. This, John? He's muted.
I'm going to translate to stuff. Stuff.
You can't talk to us. What'd you do to your mic, John?
He's like,
He's just,
I don't know what's happening.
Can you hear me now?
there we go.
Okay. Fix it really quick.
I'm proud of you.
Back when he was saying the Snow White movie, I was like, I forgot that was happening. But to add on to what Arrow was saying, I'm not really surprised because I mean they've been rushing things out way too quickly. And now like look at what they've done. Like, for example, they need committed show writers and like committed time to make things good. And they should also try and, like Arrow was saying, they put too much on the streaming service. They should probably cut down putting so much on the streaming service and put more into the box office for movies. Because like, for example, when they were making Daredevil Born Again, Marvel just re-pulled that back in and now they're rewriting it. And then the same thing with like Blade and a bunch of other like future projects. Like they need to slow down with their production and make sure they get everything right and make sure like that they don't mess around with it too much and try to make it good for the fans. Because now they're trying to get showrunners for those, like for the TV shows, because they're knowing like normal directors that direct movies and stuff is not the best move. And they should get showrunners because then more people will be tuned in and they already know what they're doing.
Yes. I agree with you on an extent to that, John, as well. I think this is also like, there's a lot of underlying problems with this, in my opinion. And reason why Disney's kind of downfall is happening is one, I believe there's a lot of rush stuff, in my opinion. When it comes to kind of the Marvel side, especially, it is project after project after project. Now, usually, as a fan base, we want that. We want constantly getting project after project after project. But sometimes it becomes oversaturated, you know,
Right.
And it's too much. And I think what has happened right now is a prime example, especially with the constant flops of each one. You know, it happens. You know, it does. Like, even I will admit, Mandalorian season 3 does not hold up to its expectations. You know,
Right.
It definitely came short of what it was hopefully going to be. I don't know if we can determine that to be a rushed thing. You could, because it was a year apart from literally the last season, and plus you also had Boba Fett, which is short. You know, definitely. You can consider that like a rushed era of Star Wars for a second, is that it was Mandalorian, Book of Boba Fett, and the Mandalorian again. You know, it was like that all in a span like about a year from each other, you know? And that was somewhat rushed, you know? And I feel like they realized that and they toned back. And that's why Mandalorian's taking a little bit longer to come out, season 4 especially, you know? They got plans for 2024 for it to come out, and that will be like a 2-year gap from Mandalorian season 3 to this now, you know? I mean, like I said, when it comes to Disney, though, when it comes to their downfall, is they are dumping money into Disney Plus and not getting money back. You know, they are dumping money into their movies and not getting enough back. It sucks, but Ant-Man and the Wasp, I believe, was a flop at the box office. Little Mermaid.
Ant-Man Quantumania.
Sorry, yeah, Ant-Man Quantumania was a flop at the box office. You had Little Mermaid. Little Mermaid came under expected, you know. They're both their animated movies, which was Strange World and Elementals. Both were under, you know, did not perform well at the box office. And I think the problem also is, like Arrow brought this up perfectly, is that releasing stuff onto streaming services definitely it is a problem as well, you know. When you do a double release of here's it on a streaming service and here is now there's some cases where it works because it can work, but when doing like with Elementals, A Strange World was a theatrical release and a streaming service release, still failed in both, you know. And then I believe Elementals almost had the same problem. A couple things have the same problem, you know, and that's where Disney, I think, is having their problems right now, is they are going way too fast in this, just wanting to make money. Personally, that's my take, you know.
Personally, just like from adding on to that, I think just Disney in general is getting greedy, and they're just trying to release stuff out faster because then they can get more money off of it.
They
But
just need to take the time into like producing more high quality, better production movies and TV shows instead of just like rushing it. Like it would be a big flop. Like we can all agree it would be a big flop if they just keep rushing it, like movie after movie. They just need to take the time and have better
Yeah.
production.
I
And
agree with that.
Here's a great example. Took their time, done, executed perfectly. Loki. Loki season 2.
Yes.
If you've watched it, I won't talk about it because that episode just recently came out, and we can't do a spoiler talk right now on this episode.
No.
Great ending to a show, fantastic writing, overall amazing. You know, and that's arguably to say, it's dare I say, better visuals than certain movies that have recently come out from Marvel.
Yeah, I can agree with that, and also like
It took its time.
TV shows that they've come out with in the past as well. Like, I would say a good example of one that we could say, like a recent TV show that's come out that the graphics are not, or like the animation isn't that good. She-Hulk. Compare that to Loki. Loki was 100 times better than that.
It just felt like a sitcom, honestly.
Exactly. That's what it felt like too.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
It really did. But like, I feel like there's also a couple underlying problems, and this is a bold statement to say as well, is that you'll get what I mean.
Mhm.
Can't force agendas on the people as well. You know, there's a way to get an agenda across, get a point across. You know, but to force it onto a audience that doesn't want to see it like this, it's a problem. You know,
Mhm.
a great example of that is Snow White and the actress that they hired. You know, it's turned into a massive problem. You know, I'm not saying I have a problem with it. It has turned into a massive problem because of how a lot of fan bases have reacted to her. You know,
It's just like a Gina Carano from the Mandalorian situation, kind of.
Oh yeah. Well, Gina Carano also fucked up in her own way.
Yeah, and she also messed it up so bad that she got kicked out of Star Wars.
Oh yeah. There's just, in my opinion, a lot of stuff that becomes an underlying problem when it comes to Disney. You know, I think another underlying problem, and this is not really targeting us. It happens though. I get it. We get really hyped for something. Personally, when you see fans overhype a project, that becomes a problem because then fans hype themselves up, overhype themselves up, and then they're left unhappy because what happened, you know?
Lab is calling me, "Hi, Dad."
I know. I saw it.
I see the comments.
We see it, you know. Better than past comments. I'll take that one over.
I mean, I will take that over Bubba and Leatherface and Johnny just going off in the comments saying the weirdest things about me and Shane.
Hey, they're not in here. Let's just be grateful right now.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised they're not in here right now.
Did you post it in Biscuit server? Because I'm not seeing an announcement in Biscuit server.
It's a Biscuit server. She says it has to go under. They don't like it at everyone. It's under at Star Wars fan.
Oh, so they can no longer see it. I bet that's why they haven't joined.
No, they can see it because she has it on, so she looks at it.
Okay, well, here's the thing as well. That's, I think, a problem as well as when fans overhype stuff. I'm not saying it's strictly fans' problems. I think Disney has also set themselves up to that extent where they've done so much cool things, you know, like that fans overhype themselves for what they think, you know. Don't get me wrong, it's always right. It's always fun to theorize, but don't theorize expecting every little theory you have is going to happen, you know. That's a problem as well. I think it's just when it comes to this entire situation with Disney and what's going on is that, like, one, the writer's strike hasn't helped, especially when, like, certain CEOs came out, especially Bob Iger came out and basically said, screw the writers. You know?
And now they got the actors strike going.
SAG, I think, is over.
It's over.
So I guess
As of yesterday, it's over. They reached to an agreement. It's over. Let's go.
The actors won as well. That is a major thing. As well.
Yeah. Everybody just be losing other than the actors and the writers, which they should. They should win.
They won. That was also a major problem. Now I'm not saying like the actor strike itself was a major problem for like Disney. I'm talking about how Disney was handling that stuff is a problem of Disney's downfall and how they're slowly spiraling out of control. You know, for example, Arrow. I don't know, like some people, not Arrow, not you exactly, Arrow. Some people may disagree with me on this. You know.
You're talking about the TV show.
No. Some people may disagree with me on this. You know, is that Marvel feels very disconnected right now as a project as their whole. You know, it's what happened to this has not just happened to Marvel. It's happened to other areas as well. Like Marvel feels really disconnected. One point DC felt really disconnected, and Warner Brothers felt really disconnected with themselves. You know.
See, but that was like after they came out with like everything after Batman v Superman.
Yes, that is true. But like I'm just saying examples, like where I'm talking about like Marvel feels really disconnected is like none of their movies are equaling each other out, you know, of like this is a flowing timeline, you know. And get it, it's a lot. There's a lot. But that's also a problem is that like I'm not gonna blame Marvel production as a whole. I might have some qualms with Kevin Feige, you know, now at this point. But constantly releasing stuff like that is a problem, you know. That becomes a problem of itself, you know, because like you think about this, they were planning to do Kang Dynasty in 2026, 2025, you know, that's 2 years off from now when it took like Thanos 10 years to build, you know. It's like if Star Wars rushed Palpatine
like right away.
Yeah, that's a problem, you know. You can't do that. You have to build up to these stories, and I think that's where Disney's making it a problem is Disney's not properly taking time to themselves and planning stuff out. And I think I agree with you, John, and it's a greed problem. You know, when you have a greed problem like that, when it comes to money, you want more and more and more. And think of this, Disney's basically a monopoly of a company. You know?
Yep. And they keep buying out a bunch of companies too.
Yeah. And that's what's also losing their money, you know. But that's just a situation we're gonna have to figure out what's gonna happen, you know.
Can someone quote Shane saying quabums, not problems? I got some quabums.
Okay.
I thought I put the cat.
Arrow, John, thoughts, you know, because this is a major thing of its own, and I don't want to say it's just Disney itself; it's also Hollywood itself. Hollywood has done this themselves.
Hollywood in general,
yeah.
Hollywood is basically Hollywood American thing in general. That's a simple Canadian like.
Hey,
you guys got your own problem.
Whoa. Okay. Do we want
brother.
to talk about the Flash right now because that was in Canada? Okay. Do we want to talk about how the Flash ended?
I mean, I don't want to brag, but
those seasons were towards the end. And how dare you have a picture of Stephen Amell and them with signatures, you motherfucker.
I'm gonna throw hands.
Shane, you want to throw hands so that we can just snag those?
Oh yeah. I'll fucking rob your entire room.
I'll steal everything from your room.
Got my saber ready for you.
That's okay. I got my.
Absolutely legendary.
Shane and me and Shane will bring 2 lightsabers and we'll turn into General Grievous right against you, and you'll be.
Well, here's well, getting back on the topic, you know, I know it's something that I get we don't look at as much, but it's a thing that like other people can look at and be like, that's a problem, you know. Disney shares are at its lowest, like to where COVID was at, you know. Again,
they're just. I'm gonna be honest with you. They're just spending too much damn money on their products.
But that's not shares. Shares are not spending money. Shares is very.
Oh, isn't that stock?
That's stock market. That's shareholders. You know?
Oh fuck, my bad.
That's people that own parts. Literally, if you invest into their stock market, you invest into a company, you technically become part of that company. You know. Very confusing stuff.
Yeah, I think the reason why they're losing stock is because like they're putting all this money out on their projects. Like they put, I forget which project, but they put like 200 something million on it, and then they
Well,
put like 300 million on a project. And
it's
then you got like people making like John Wick and stuff, and it's like $100 million project, and it's
but it's
making
not
way more money.
it's not just that. Like it's not money. You know, the stock market is based off trust and shares and accountability. You know, the problem with that is that Disney is losing their investments because people are losing faith in Disney. That's what the stock market is. Is when people start taking like when you're a shareholder and you realize something is going down, you want to get your money out and bail yourself out because your money, you don't want it to go down. You know, so let's say you invested $5,000 at the peak, you doubled your money, you know, of that company and invested $10,000, but you want to keep it in just as a possible prospect for another peak. But then you slowly see it go down. You want to get your money as fast as possibly out and reinvest into another company. You know, they've lost faith. Shareholders have lost faith. You know, and that is a problem when the company is losing shareholders' faith. That is a situation. You know, that's a problem as well. And then like another problem is that like since Disney is losing a bunch of money and then losing shareholders, you know, they're laying off mass amounts of their workers that are writers. You know,
Yeah, didn't they lay off like 1,000 people?
yeah,
Yep.
That's a lot of
that
people.
are writers, and that's going to only breathe more fire to their downfall. You know. Now, can Disney totally get itself back up? I believe they can. You know, simple
It's
fixes.
possible, but they got to put a lot of work into it.
Yeah, that's the thing. You know, like
Like a
John and Aaron.
lot.
You both watch the map. You both watch the videos. You know, the recommended videos that are down on our thing. Like, what are your other thoughts on that? You know,
So,
Like I was saying before, sorry, I had to stretch. Like I was saying before, like you have like movies like John Wick. They spent like 100 million on that movie, and think about how much money that movie made just with 100 million, just like for the production. You know what I'm saying? Like these movies that are spending way less money on like their production, they're getting better quality over quantity, and then they're getting the
Quality.
quantity. They're getting the quantity back because they're getting so much money from not spending all that money. Like I think didn't it say Oppenheimer spent like 100 million or like 70?
yeah,
Something like
they passed back. They passed their box office.
Yeah, and they passed their box.
They didn't do well
office.
as Barbie, but like they still exceeded.
Yeah, they still made like
Okay.
But
lot
like
of
that's
money.
mind you, that comes with the title of it's a Christopher Nolan movie.
That's
that is one of the greatest directors alive right now.
Yeah, and then like another thing is like Barbie. Like they spent like not as much money on like making it, but they made like God knows how much money from it.
Yeah.
But like I think maybe what they have to do is to like maybe cut down a little bit of the money that they're spending, because maybe then they'll get better, like more people in tune, because then they'll have to be like, oh, we have to do better over quality over quantity because they're spending so much money to do more quantity over quality.
Era?
Anything I have to say, John just took right out of my mouth.
Sure, in the
I'm
same
a-
brain cell.
I'm a thief. I'm a thief in disguise.
Well, but like here's like another thing is that I totally agree with you, John. But then it refers back to the other video that we watched is that Disney is perfectly fine with their happy catastrophe. You know.
I really hope that's not the case, because if that's the case, like they're happy that they're going
Because
down.
it sucks.
bad.
This just sucks. But you think about it like in this way, if you're perfectly fine with your happy catastrophe, it means you're wanting it to happen, so you can undercut the value of something. You know.
That might make sense.
Yeah, that is a problem as well. I don't want to believe Disney's being greedy bastards and dickheads, but the thing is, they were talking about CEOs and board members who are greedy bastards and just love to make
Greed?
money. Like for
That's
example,
why they should put us on the board team, because we're not greedy.
for example, but here's the thing: greed takes over everybody. You know. It does. Money. It adds up. Like, imagine if you were making 100 million per year. It's like,
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I wouldn't be that guy where I would be like, no, we just have to keep getting money. I don't care about the quantity or the quality. Just keep getting that stuff out there. No,
Yeah.
I would be the guy, in my opinion, I would be the guy that says,
you're giving me all this money. You should try and also give that amount of money to the production team so they can make better stuff, or like lower down the price for me and try and do it better for the production team. That's me personally.
I perfectly agree with you. You know.
Oh, there goes his camera.
Why did my camera go off?
The snap of a finger, I Thanos snapped him out of the
Hey,
air.
Thanos snapped the camera out
What
of
the-
existence.
What'd you
I
do?
have the 4 rings. It's a sign from God.
What did you do to my camera? What did you do?
I broke your camera because I broke your
Oh,
screen.
there we go. But like, I think the other problem with this as well is like the sun.
Here comes the sun.
I think another problem with this though is not just like Disney
Here comes the
wanting
copyright strike. Do, 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 do.
But you think of this, like literally Bob Iger came out during the WGA strike, the writer strike, and was like, it was basically said that the writers should basically be content with what they're making. He's saying that as he is making like 90 million per year, 100 million per year, you know. It's just greed. It's like that's the sad thing is that you have to consider like the fact that greed takes over all sometimes, you know.
Just depends on who you are and as a person.
It depends on who you are as a person, you know. But like, eventually, like it sometimes it gets to you. You know, sometimes it doesn't get to you. Sometimes you are a man that is really fine with that. But like, that's the problem with Disney as well. Is like you have to consider all the underlying facts that this is a major problem. What are they doing to fix it? I don't really see much fixing it. I see that there are some people who are committed to their projects, you know. And I'm not saying this is a director and a writer's thing and they're getting like, and they're pretty fine with all this happening. I believe they're also happy with this, but I feel like those writers and things are getting also, he's going to get removed in 2 seconds. 1, 2. It's like another problem about this is that it's based, if you think about it, it's literally the fact that they're getting like writers and directors are getting rushed on their projects. And when you get rushed, you make rushed work, and rushed work is not good work, you know. I'd rather than be late, you know, fixing it, you know. Like that's the problem with this as well, is that this is happening. And I think Disney is realizing that, oh shit, we're losing money, we're losing interest, we're losing the faith of people, you know. But
The magic
Our audience retention. Oh no.
yeah.
Oh no,
It's going
magic
down.
is dying.
Oh no.
Like, I was talking to John about this earlier before we went on the episode. And a thing that John literally just said right now that we were both talking about is that the reason why this is such a bigger topic, because this happens to every other company. Warner Brothers, it happened to Warner Brothers, and no one gave really that much about it, you know, except that they own DC, you know. And that, it was topics everywhere. I'm not saying like people didn't care. It was definitely topics among people, but it wasn't like this. The reason why I think this is big is because Disney has created the thing where the magic's within our hearts. You know, this is a company that is magic. We make the magic. We literally create happiness. We give you a smile on your face, you know, in a way. That sounds
from here.
It sounds like a dystopian like society. Like we force to smile, you know. But like they create smiles, you know. They create smiles with kids as well. I think the reason why this is a bigger topic than usual, and why this is a topic that will be talked throughout the centuries, even if this is a constantly recurring theme, you know, with Disney, or if they pick themselves back up, is because Disney creates magic, and it created a lot of magic for people. Like the old Disney films, like Hunchback of Notre Dame, Cinderella, Princess and the Frog,
Aladdin,
Lion King, Cars,
Toy Story,
That's a Pixar film. They're both Pixar films. I mean, they are owned by Disney.
Yeah.
The reason why those are like so loved is because as kids, we grew up with them, you know, and it created magic in our hearts, and it feels like that magic's going away slowly.
Yeah, I can agree with what you're saying, Shane. I feel like the magic is going slowly. Like I feel like when we were kids, all the time, like we were like, oh yay, they got like another Disney animated film coming out. That's great. And then like now, like I feel like nowadays, like when we hear like, oh, they're making another Disney movie,
It's like,
yay.
oh shit. You know?
Yay.
Time to go see it if it's actually good.
Yeah.
Like the smile from like
It's
when
no
we were
longer
kids
there.
is no longer
It's just
there
gone.
because it's just like they're doing something wrong.
It's a problem.
They have to know they're doing something wrong, and it's a problem because they want like all ages, like for their audience, like adults, they want kids, they want everything. Because then the more kids and adults that go see these movies, the more money they make. The adults are losing those smiles and the magic that grew up with it when it was like starting to become a big thing.
Which
And
that's
then I
it.
feel that's also happening with kids too. But
Yeah.
like the newer
Mind you,
generation.
if a parent is not happy with something, they're not going to take their kid to go see that.
Exactly. My point exactly.
Like I feel like Wish is going to be a box office fail. It is. Yeah. I've seen like literally. I love the memes going around it right now. Have you seen the memes on TikTok where it's like, how did Disney go from like, and it's like playing Hellfire from Hunchback of Notre Dame. It's playing Friends on the Other Side from Princess of the Frog. It's playing Scar's thing from like Lion King, you know, and then it cuts to Wish. And then there's like, how did Disney go from that to this? You know, like how are we going? Like how are we going like that? You know.
Mm-hmm. I do not know. I wish I could tell you the answer, but I do not think like a Disney CEO.
Are we living in like this is? You can answer this question. Are we living in the age that this is a downfall for Disney? Because this isn't like past times where Disney has peaked low. This is a very different time. You know. Do you think we're living in that age that Disney will go into a downfall spiral?
It's gonna be a downfall. Like it's just losing its touch that it had for like generations to go up, and then they're just slowly losing touch of what truly matters and what truly makes people happy. And now just focusing on money and like all this other bullshit, but it's gonna be a downfall.
What I think could happen with Disney is like Disney's going to have their version of the Great Depression. History reference for you. But like they're going to start losing a lot of money and like all their stock's going to go down and it's just going to be chaos.
Eventually, it's going to have a redeeming arc. Eventually.
But I don't like. If that redeeming arc happens, will Disney be able to recover themselves and like go past their growth, or
are they just going to be at the average?
Yeah, it's never going to be same again. You know, that's a question that like people are going to have to ask. And here's like a daring question as well: is that while Disney on its downfall, it's something that like it's a wild thing, you know, to think of, but like Warner Brothers, James Gunn, and DC, you know, that could. I don't think it can live up to Marvel potential. I could be wrong.
But it's going to be good up there.
It's something up there that is going to draw people's eyes away from, you know.
And like another thing for that is like I feel like because they have like James Gunn and I forget the other guy's name, like doing the projects. Like James Gunn's a big director. Like everybody loved his Guardians of the Galaxy movies for Marvel. Like I don't think any of them have flopped.
And maybe Volume 2, like close, but like not really, you know.
No, like it's still like made like a lot of box office like money.
Absolutely, yes.
But like I would say like personally like he hasn't really flopped on a movie like where it's like it only made like under profit like stuff like that. So I feel like because they made him in charge of the DC side of Warner Brothers, we're gonna get more things like Suicide Squad, like the rebooted version or the sequel or whatever it is. But like they're gonna make it more like those kind of films where it's gonna be kind of like rated R, but also be like kind of like how the Batman was.
Yes.
Not like just under rated R, but like it's still brutal and stuff like that.
Have you like the thing is like Marvel has created a method, you know, that every company is using now, and that is the literally playing out your movies method. You know, creating especially if you're working like something like Star Wars, DC, a couple other things, you create a like plan sheet of like, okay, this movie's gonna start us off, this is where we're gonna end. Here's all the stories that we're gonna develop in between these movies. Like Marvel's create that method. And then since that method has been basically released, companies will follow that method and create their own stuff. And now, yes, there will always be a trial and error. Certain movies will always fail. Franchises will always fail. But it's still a trial and error. Like Transformers could be like the runner-up again, you know? Oh, I picked Arrow's interest. You know, like Rise of the Beast. A Rise of the Beast, arguably a great film.
The Nightverse will take over the Bayverse fans.
Yeah.
He will bring back the fandom again.
I'm sorry to say, but yeah, Michael Bay's movie sucked.
No, it was good up until like
Third one?
Age of Extinction and Last Night. 1, 2, and 3 were masterpieces. Well, 4 and 5.
That's what I'm saying.
were
I
just
didn't
terrible.
watch like any of them until like I didn't watch any of them after 3. I didn't
Yeah.
like them.
Now, like, here's we're gonna have to see where it goes. You know. Like I said,
Right. Just gotta wait and see what happens, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. We'll see what takes Disney away. We could be living in the age of the Disney downfall. I recommend you watch Matt Pat's video and Patrick's video on these two on the subject. Matt Pat comes up with more like a theory based of how to save Disney, but he definitely addresses all the problems that they're facing, you know. And then you also have Patrick who literally says that this is what Disney wants, you know.
Right.
Do research. Do not take ours a literal word, you know. Don't take
We're
us
not
as literal.
professionals.
We're not professionals. We're talking.
No.
No one is professional in this industry. We're all talking about stuff that has been talked about previously from another channel, We're all taking facts from each other that we're all been constantly learning. I'd say look into it, you know. Do your own research. Create your own thoughts. Do you think we are living in the downfall age of Disney? You know, it is a question that everybody should ask, you know. And this is a great question as well. Me and John talked about this, like I said before we came on, you know. If this is happening, if Disney goes into a downfall spiral era, they'll have to sell companies away. Like Hulu and
ESPN.
ESPN. If they try, will it get to the point where they have to sell off major companies that they own, like Marvel, to someone else?
And Star Wars.
And I know John and Chief a long time ago talked about how George Lucas was interested in buying back Star Wars.
Please buy it back.
Buy it back.
So, like,
Buy it back,
could
please.
that happen? You know, that's the amazing questions that we all have to consider. You know, if this is the fate of Disney.
Because
Yeah.
if George Lucas buys it back, he can cancel out the sequels.
No.
I
Alrighty.
wish.
Enough talking about the failures of Marvel and the failures of Disney right
This
now.
is the
Yeah.
failures of Disney in general.
And Disney in general. We have a tier list to finish. That's
Yeah. I feel like what we
Please
should do is
please don't let
do-
this drag out the rest of the podcast.
I say what we should
I'm-
do is like we do the tier list, like we say our tier, and then like we ask Arrow a question.
How about this? I have a better idea. You know, 'cause
Oh.
I was talking about this earlier, and I think we'd rather just do it this way because this is a easier tier list to do.
The shorter
Uh,
Actually,
actually,
hold on.
Oh, he's grabbing his Captain Rex Lego
oh,
on the display.
well, it's actually it was actually like a birthday gift thing, but it's beautiful.
Actually,
It's beautiful.
it is.
it is very nice.
Don't make me look at it any longer.
Man,
It's
shut
shut-
up. You have the Death Star, bro.
That's true.
The instruction manuals have photos from the Embala arc.
And he
Okay.
also has the whatchamacallit, the biggest cruiser. It's Darth Vader's cruiser, like the biggest one in the
Super
fleet.
Star Destroyer?
Yeah,
Look at the
Super Star
instruction
Destroyer.
manual. Has the Embala arc on it. It's very sad.
Mm. Oh no.
No. You can't read it.
No,
Don't read it
no,
to us.
no,
We're gonna go into sadness.
No.
This-
Oh no,
Top
no.
is Jesse.
All right. UCS sets. This might just be a little bit easier for us, you know, because the other
How
tier
many
list,
are there?
not a lot.
Are we just doing UCS sets now?
Yeah, be easier. I mean, do you really want to attempt to finish the other tier list? I'll rank the other tier list for a little longer.
Oh heck no!
That feels like a separate podcast of the tier lists edition.
You know, finishing the tier list. That's what my title is. Finishing the tier list. Can we do it? Alrighty.
Part
the
3.
The first one up, and this is an interesting one. The first UCS setup is the TIE Interceptor. Do we
I'm
need
gonna say
to?
it's B. I'm gonna say it's a B.
B.
It's
Say
got to
it's
be
B.
B or A.
B right? I don't think there's really there might be one bad UCS set in here that I'm arguably gonna argue if you guys do.
Okay.
So yeah, okay, I'll go.
I'm already looking at one
No,
right
this
now.
UCS. The thing is,
Yeah, I already see one.
This UCS set does not sadly count the X-wing that's recently come out and the Venator. That's like the one sad thing about this UCS set, is it does not have the Venator on it. And the Venator is an S tier set. The Venator is an S tier set. We're all gonna agree on that right now.
I was gonna say, yeah.
It's an S tier set right there. The next one is like the 1990s X-wing UCS set that they did, early 2000s, I believe so. Actually, I think it's a B tier as well. It doesn't compare to like the new one that came out.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with that.
Yeah.
Darth Maul head is not a UCS set and should immediately go into F tier.
F. That was one I was looking at.
Okay. The original Tantive 4 UCS set. Right?
That's
Good. Yoda is not a UCS set. It should go in the F tier.
D.
Yep.
D?
No, I'd say
I
F.
think it should. No, it's gotta be above Maul. Like it's been a long while since we have that type of a Yoda type UCS type knot. I gotta say it's D tier. It's better than Maul.
I think this is not a UCS set in my opinion. That's what I wanted to
It's
say.
not a UCS set, man.
That's why it's not at a C. It's still like low tier. I gotta say it's gotta be like D,
Arrow is a special guest. Arrow is a special guest. I'll give it to Arrow.
It's D.
Cool. Naboo Starfighter, Chrome Edition.
It's gotta be A. A.
That's gotta be A tier.
The first Star Destroyer. The first UCS Star Destroyer.
S.
Good.
S.
Good shit. Good shit. The Hoth Speeder's like a C tier.
That's
C.
a C.
Yeah. The first Y-wing that came out, good detail. It's an A tier though. It's not.
A tier.
It's not an S.
It's not perfect, but it's
a bit more
it's really
details. Then it would be S. But now it's
the
just
second
A.
Death Star.
S tier set.
S
tier sets.
Beautiful set. First the UCS ATST. I think it's pretty good. I think it's A tier.
I think
Pretty solid. Pretty solid set.
A tier.
Yeah.
Darth Vader's TIE Advance.
I'd say that's a B.
B or an A.
I
had the limited edition one from like Toys R Us, but that wasn't a UCS set. It was just a limited edition one.
Yeah. The first Millennium Falcon. It's a B tier.
That's a B tier.
It didn't really.
In the future are way better.
It didn't want. It's a UCS set. There's only 2 of these guys.
No, I'm saying like the future versions of when they made like the.
Oh yeah. I mean, this also doesn't have as many fingers as the new one that came out. The cockpit's all weird.
Yep.
It's a B tier. Still good design though. General.
That's not even a UCS set. It's not a UCS set. That's an F.
Yeah.
Instantly S tier because Shane has this set.
Wait, isn't it on here twice?
No, it's not. I mean, it is. It is
technically, but it's a newer version. It's like an updated version.
Yeah.
Okay.
The lander shuttle is
the commander shuttle. It's gotta be
beautiful. It's a beautiful set. It really is.
I agree with that. I really wanted that shuttle.
I don't think they accounted. But one Starfighter came with the did it come with the hyperspace ring?
It did, the original version.
I don't think this is it though. I want to say this is a B tier set. The Obi-Wan Starfighter ship. It's a pretty good set. It's B tier though.
Yeah.
Superstar Destroyer is an S tier.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
R2D2 is not a UCS set.
That's a D.
D. The B-Wing, it's a good set. It has its problem. It has its problems. It's B tier.
It has its flaws. It's a B.
I love you both. I love you both.
No, A tier.
No, it's C.
No, that's a B, man.
It's C.
It's a B.
It's a C. It's not a. It's a play set. I will arguably go on die on the hill. It's a play set.
I would say if we do put it at a B, if we put it at a B, I would say we just put it at the end. So then it's like right between, because he wants A and you want C. Just put it at the last one as B.
Yeah, B.
Okay. It's a UCS X. It's the other UCS X-wing. Actually, I'm sorry, guys. We have to remove this UCS X-wing from B tier. You know why? Because this. I remember this. It's black and white, so it looks really cool in box art edition. It had green in it. The
That's gotta
colors.
be down to see.
The colors are all wrong with that
Yeah,
set.
put that down to see.
This is the
Put
B
that
tier.
one back up there.
That's the
the
B.
B one.
That one up the B.
Sen call it A.
It's an A tier set.
Hey.
I agree. Couldn't agree more. Boba Fett is an S tier because you
That's
can
an S
actually stand. You can stand it up, and like have it
Yeah.
on spine for him.
S tier.
And you got like Frozen Carbonite, Han Solo, and
TIE Fighter's an A
Rare
tier.
Boba Fett.
A
Yeah,
tier.
that's an A tier.
It's an A tier. The Hoth
What
set's
is
an F
that
tier.
one?
The Hoth set's an F
Oh,
tier.
that's the Hoth
Battle of
set.
Hoth.
It's not a
Yeah,
UCS
that's
set.
nice.
This is arguably again a play set. And mind you, UCS sets require detail and accuracy. It has 3 out of the 4 shield generators. I throw
C
hands with this
tier.
set. It's a D tier.
Okay, D tier.
Yeah, D.
Again, Death Star.
It's an S.
Oh, that's the
Okay,
S.
it's just prepared back, but this is an updated Hoth speeder. I would arguably say it's B.
I'd say
B.
it's a B.
Upgrade, massive upgrade.
Alrighty, and then
Upgrades, people upgrade.
upgrades. It's the new Millennium
Upgrades.
Falcon. It's the S
Oh,
tier.
that's the S tier.
I saw it in person at Toy Traders. It's beautiful.
It's UCS. Now here's the thing: there are 2 sets on here that are not used. They're technically are not UCS sets. They're the new Master Builder sets. That they released. They're not UCS sets.
Mhm.
The Y-wing though this is the updated one, and that's an S tier set because it's
That's
some
an
great
S tier.
detail.
Because it's in really good detail.
Doo-doo.
What is that one? I can't really see it.
That's Cloud City. This
Oh,
next
that is
one
Cloud City?
Yeah, that's Cloud City.
It's called City. Yeah.
Oh.
City in the clouds while keeping up.
Yeah.
That's it. No, so
Arrow,
this is a Master Builder set. It is not a UCS set.
C tier.
It's a C tier at best.
Yeah,
you can arguably
C
say
tier.
it's an.
It's better than the other one.
Well, this isn't a UCS Tanto 4 because I own this Tanto 4. It once again a Master Builders. It's not a UCS set.
Put it
I
as
need to upgrade my Lego
C.
collection now. Jeez.
It's a C tier
put it as a
set.
C.
C.
Arrow, we're gonna get multiple copies.
Now this is the This is the Star Destroyer set, the updated version, and this is an S tier.
That is also S tier.
The A-wing is pretty solid. It's not as solid enough in S tier.
No, I'd say it's an A.
B.
Yeah, we're just putting all the ships in B. We can just do it.
I'd say if we just put it as an A, just put it at the end, just like we did with
It's a great deploy.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
once again, this should go in C. It's a Master
C.
Builder set, not a
Yeah.
UCS set.
Yes.
S.
S.
Public gunship, S
It's a
tier.
great, it's a very good set. I have qualms with the minifigures, but it's a great set.
Isn't that the one that comes with like Plo Koon and Commander Cody and stuff?
no,
No. It is
fucked up
Mace
on the figure.
Windu, and it's
Oh,
a,
Mace Windu and the
and
the
a
one
clone
yellow
pilot.
clone-
It's not a
clone
clone
pilot.
pilot.
yeah,
This one.
that one.
Yeah,
Yeah, the commander.
Yeah, when they should have given us a clone pilot, they would have been like a limited edition clone pilot. This
Yeah.
is a S tier set. It is the UCS
S tier.
AT-AT.
Yep.
S tier.
Isn't that the one that moves by itself too?
No.
Usually, physically.
Um,
Raise request. S tier.
S tier.
S tier.
S tier. S tier. S tier.
I have the
Uh,
regular one, but not that one.
Lighter Speeder. It's a great UCS set. It's a great
A.
design set. It's
I'd say
yeah.
it's
I would say it's A.
A.
And then once again, we have an R2D2. Let's go. We need to go to D2.
Yeah. There we go. We did it, guys. All right. Now
Yay!
let's ask some questions to Arrow now.
Hang on a second. Put some back on the shelf.
Yeah. Like here's the thing. Like real quick, I just want to point out. I love this set.
Oh
The-
boy,
the-
question at
The
time.
Superstar Destroyer.
It's the miniature superstars that they released for 40th anniversary. It's so
Oh, I
clean.
wanted that set.
It's so clean. I love its display stand.
Shane,
Okay.
what's that little thing hanging on the end of it? Like,
That's
Oh,
the
these-
Star
These are the Star Destroyers next to it. Yeah.
oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. It's in great detail. This set's still out. Art. You can still get this set. Yeah.
$5
Yeah.
poly bag from Toys R
Yeah.
Us.
Yeah. Personally, I will be right back. I have to return. I have to go take a little break. I go to
Okay.
the
I'll go. I'll start asking Arrow. some
Asking questions.
questions.
I'll be right back.
Oh, we'll wait for the comment section too. Okay, Arrow. So, It's just me and you now, so I'm gonna start to ask you some questions. All right.
Welcome
You
to
ready
the
for this?
gaming section. We're gonna play
Yeah,
some
this is the
Fortnite.
gaming section. You want to play after this?
I have to
Um,
enjoy some food and continue
Food.
Minecraft.
Minecraft. Oh, are you playing that new Star Wars thing?
I'm
Minecraft?
Java.
Oh, you're on Java.
I'm a Java player since 2013. I'm Java.
I'm playing that new Minecraft Star Wars thing. Oh, it's so fun. So
I
fun.
saw the trailer for it. I'm like, oh, I wish I was.
Path of the Jedi. It's awesome. You could create your own lightsaber. You get to have the Force. Create
I
your
have
own.
the
All right,
I have the
you
Xbox
create
version.
create your own astromech droid. It's great.
I have Xbox Minecraft on my PC. I can still
Then
play
get
it.
it, download it, and play it.
Hell yeah!
All right, you ready for the questions now?
I swear to God, if you're gonna ask me the question you were going to last week, I swear to God.
That's
Oh,
not
that's
gonna
gonna
be.
be
The first.
okay.
It's gonna be one of the questions, but it's not gonna be the first one.
Oh jeez.
All right. Arrow, what made you get into becoming a cosplayer?
Well, when I first when I first heard about the realm of TikTok, I'm like, all I saw was Addison Way and Charlie D'Amelio. Like, I don't want to download this shit. And then I saw Star
Same
Wars
here.
stuff on it. I'm like, this seems pretty. There's a nerd community on here. Then scroll down to my For You page, and what do I see? Commander
Cosplayers.
Sprite.
Commander Sprite. What the hell? I just asked.
It was the
what
fastest
got him-
bathroom break I've done.
I just asked him what got him into being a cosplayer.
Oh, it's a great question.
Yeah, I already told Jonathan, but yeah, it was like beginning of the pandemic. I didn't want to join TikTok because of all these dancers like Addison Rae, Charlie D'Amelio.
Oh yeah.
Then I scrolled. Then I saw a bunch of memes, so that's what I downloaded for. And then For You page, I saw Commander Sprite, Republic Rangers.
Yeah.
Then I saw Blackout, Sella,
The good old
Valkyrie,
days.
Valkyrie, and Jay. And then I'm like, oh, I should get into cosplay. And then that's where it all began.
What's Jay? What
So it began because of the
Oh,
pandemic.
it's
Began
Jay.
because of TikTok.
Jay you talking?
Oh, it's O_it's Jay.
Oh. Thank God.
And Bailey.
Oh,
heard
he
you
thinks you were
say-
talking about. He was thinking we were talking about.
I heard
the other
Jade,
person.
and I was like,
No, Jay.
Oh.
And then that's why it started cosplay stuff.
Yeah.
Republic
Okay.
Rangers.
Okay.
I have a question. I was thinking about this. Why? Fun advice. If you're ever doing a podcast, ladies and gentlemen, don't drink a lot of water before going on.
That's why you drink it during the podcast.
Right. It's why I drink coffee during the podcast as well. I drink
So
a lot of water.
you should always have a bucket.
Just zip. Here, hold on a second. Don't mind the noise in the background.
I'm just gonna mute myself real quick, guys. Hold
I have a great question. What's some advice you'd offer to an upcoming cosplayer or an upcoming person in the community that's trying to grow? You know, like what's some advice that you would offer? Like the struggles that you possibly have gone through, advice that you would maybe want to give to yourself, you know?
The
and advice that you
struggles,
could give to
Yeah.
get someone to come back to it.
like when I started cosplay, I didn't have all these like costumes I bought online. Like I just I would start as like a closet cosplay. That's what I did. And then eventually you'll have to save enough money to actually buy the materials you need. And then you just slowly work your way up.
Yeah.
Find something that works for you. And then just start building up a small community. And then once you have enough money saved up, you can buy upgrades in the future. And that's what I did.
Clone cosplay is one of the hardest cosplays to work on.
Yes.
That's why I stuck with the leather jacket. It's because of Jake. I was watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine at the time. I was like, oh, I can mix Jake Peralta with my clone's personality.
I love that. Yeah.
And now I'm starting to add a bit of Dean and Sam Winchester as well. Because
I'm
of
gonna start doing that
Supernatural.
too.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love Supernatural.
I mean, Is there any
then,
other?
yeah.
Is there any other advice you would want to offer?
Whenever you're making friends online, like be careful who you made friends with, because they're not going to be the person that you expected them to be. Speaking from experience. Blue. Blue.
Blue.
People.
Yeah, be careful who you make friends with. Stick with, then yeah, just be careful who you
Yeah.
make friends with online.
I agree. I completely agree with that. Because there's just there's people that we've met.
Oh yeah, me and Shane know this really well from experience.
I have done. I'm 19 now. Turning 20 soon. I had to live through stuff while I was 16. And I want no one to ever go through what I had to go through. When it comes to this, online platform is a very dangerous place in its own way. Just be careful. I'm not saying be cautious every corner you go, because there's some people that you'll make and they'll be your lifelong friends.
Just be aware.
Just be aware. Personally, when it comes to that stuff.
Also, a piece
also
of advice
heard-
that I would give.
I heard that
To
little
add on
spite
to what
earlier, by the way.
Shane- Huh?
I heard that little spite earlier, by the way. When he was asking you a question, he was like, when I was asking, like, what advice would you give? And he was like, yeah, what advice would you give to get someone back onto cosplay on TikTok? And I just looked at him, I was like, yeah.
This guy gotta come back. This guy gotta come back.
Fucking editing now. I do that and something to add on also to what like Shane has said. I really also feel that way where I was like 16, 17 at the time when I first got like into Discord and TikTok and stuff like that. I really hope that people don't have to go through what I went through these last 4 or 5 years. Like it's a really bumpy ride and it's not fun for a person because you just
I was 19.
drama upon drama upon drama and it's just horrible.
Yeah.
But
I matured.
we all three have matured, figured out what kind of friends we want and that we should have and that should stick around.
What friends we don't want.
That I'm surprised I'm still here because I would think Shane wouldn't want me.
God, this guy was annoying when I first met him. But yeah.
No comment.
No comment. Yes.
I know Nick Arrow wanted to unfriend me after like a
what
week.
What did he just bug you every fucking day? He's like, hey, Shane, hey, Arrow. I was like sitting there on my computer. I'm like,
This guy again. Damn it.
This bitch.
That was me with some people too, so I totally get that.
Yeah. Is there? How about this? What got you into Star Wars?
2005.
Revenge
I
of the
was
Sith.
I was 4 or 5 years old, and my dad took me to see Revenge of the Sith in theaters.
I thought you were gonna say just the year 2005. Like,
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was like,
4 to
interesting.
5. I was 4 to 5 years old, and then
Okay.
we got the DVD in 2009, 2008.
I was 1 year old.
I was strictly born 2000, so the
I
year
would've been
is
fine.
easily being tracked. And then Clone Wars, like when the movie came out, that's when it started to pop off. And my dad was actually a fan of the Star Wars since it came out.
Yeah.
He was like, I think he was like 7 when it came out and saw it in theaters for the first time. A New Hope, when it was freshly new in theaters. So I guess to say I can take it after my dad.
Wait, you said your dad was 7 when it came out?
My dad was a 70s kid.
Mine too. My dad was born in 1972.
And I took it after my father. And then
Yeah.
Clone Wars. I didn't watch the original animated series. It's the with Captain Rex and Ahsoka.
Yeah, I saw the I did notice. I didn't say anything, boy. I did notice. Don't think I didn't see that.
Another thing though is I got into Star Wars. I think because my dad as well.
I think that's literally what we all did.
For me, it was Empire Strikes Back, though.
For me, it was Revenge of the Sith and New Hope.
Personally, I really connect with Return of the Jedi. It's like one of my favorite films.
I connected with Revenge of the Sith
Come on.
and Return of the Jedi.
Come on, you had to hurt me on that one.
Who, me?
Yeah, you trying to hear me win? No, you know, I'll take that as a win.
I did. Ooh, Arrow.
Yes, John.
You want to answer that question I was going to ask you last week?
Let's get this fucking over with.
Ask what question?
It's about a certain person that he dated and Blaze was dating at the same time, who was also flirting with me. Sky J.
I call that an experiment. Like we message each other and we thought, bye Shane.
Bye, Shane. So that was an experiment for you. That's what you're saying?
Let's not do another shot.
Well, first experience. Otherwise, like she was great. She was good. Nothing
Mhm.
bad. It was just long distance relationship. Like then like different time zones, work. So we just stayed friends, and then all the drama stuff came out with like lab and all of them, and then we all decided to like cancel her for what she did, homophobic stuff, all that stuff,
Cheating.
homophobic.
Pressuring minors.
Yeah.
I was part of that group.
I was part of that group too.
going after younglings. Like we just needed to get her out of there. So I blocked her on all social medias, and apparently she has a different account on TikTok and still does cosplay.
I don't, Era, you know Wolf, obviously. You know our boy, Oscar, Wolfie, you know.
A little bit.
Okay. God, when I told him about some of the stuff she faked, he went off on his TikTok. I think her account literally got deleted.
Yeah,
I don't know if she deleted it or TikTok banned it.
It got banned and then deleted. Because when everybody was coming out with news about it, she got banned, and then I think 2 days later she got deleted, like her whole thing.
Yeah.
Because to add on to like the minor thing, I was a minor at the time when she was flirting with me too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you were.
Mm-hmm. I was a minor. I was like 17.
See, okay, so I just love how Saber just joined right now. And it was like reboot the MCU after Secret Wars, start the new cinematic universe with the Fantastic Four, X-Men, Spider-Man for real. I don't know what topic you're on about. So we got done talking about Disney like 40 minutes in the thing. We're just talking, you know.
We're chatting. We're having some
remember this guy.
Here.
Yeah.
Senor. All right.
But, yeah. I mean, I really don't have any more questions to ask you, Aaron. Yeah.
I have a
No. Who are you blackmailing to get all this Lego money?
It's called having a full-time job.
I know. I'm joking.
I thought you're gonna ask questions about like transitioning to different types of content or like the Milwaukee thing,
I mean,
but
I was gonna ask. No, we don't need to talk about those ones. No,
we don't need to talk about
need to talk about
those.
those on a live stream. Not on a live stream.
We don't need to go down that route. We'll be here for another hour. We'll be here for another hour.
Jade one, and then just cut it off there because I'm not going down that whole rabbit hole.
But no, actually, that is a great question. Personally, I have one more question. It's a little bit different than the transitioning one. You have gotten to meet different content creators throughout every single like place you've gone. You know, personally, meeting different content creators like that and going to different platforms like that. How did you do that? Like, how have you gotten to meet some of the content creators that you liked? You know, and were like, I'm into this dude. You know.
That is a tough question, but yeah, different content creators that I know, and like I get inspiration for like the type of content that they make, and then I kind of like mix it into my own. Like I do give credits and all that stuff, but it's just all about inspiration, like getting ideas,
Yeah.
which I have been lacking for content creation. So that's why I'm like not making as much cosplay stuff, because I've burnt out of like cosplay stuff. Like it gets really easy to get burned out, but that's why I'm more into like I'm in different like factions of fandoms on my account. We got the original cosplay, and now we got the action figure community, the Lego community, which has been building up. But now I'm gonna get back into cosplay a bit, but I'm still keeping like the three main agendas for like content creation.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
I'm sorry.
Like I'm now big onto the Transformer realm of content creations. I made much mutuals there. And then the Lego realm, I made a lot of connections. And then just building up fan bases for like Transformers, Lego, Supernatural sometimes, Vanoss clips, all that fun stuff. I'm just sort of like mixing up my account now. I'm just trying to figure out how like a different name for my account, but I'm just gonna stick it to how it is.
Yeah.
Keep it like that.
I do have a question though. One that I just characterize. Like I said, you've been to different fandoms. You've obviously seen content creators in those fandoms, and those like they've taken inspiration from, like probably followed. I'm assuming you've also been to many Discord servers with them. What is it like to meet the content creators that you've liked, followed? You may even like now be friends with some of them. Like, what is that like? For you?
They've all been like interactions and stuff with them, and Discord stuff with them. They're all like really genuine, really nice people. Once they get to talking to them and all about that stuff, and also they're just human too, like us, sharing the same fandoms. But yeah, they're all generally really nice people. Like Midwest Avenger, Taya Miller, all of them are just really nice people. Jonathan, I know that look. You're still jealous after a year.
Jealous after who?
He has mutuals with Taya Miller and Midwest Avenger,
and it's Tyreek.
And Tyreek for the past year, and I've been so pissed because I'm like,
she just followed me out of the bloom.
Good shit. I think there's like certain like major creators that that have gotten followed back by, John just doesn't know them. I know one. I can brag one to John, but we'll do that after the podcast.
No.
Let's do it now.
Let's hear it now. Huh?
You want to hear it now? Oh, okay.
Sure.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Who is it?
I also had interactions with some of the Vanoss crew as well. And some big creators.
I've had some semi-famous people that people are jealous that I'm friends with.
I trolled the Gaming Televisor on the live show.
Party Hardy cosplay.
I'm now mutuals with her, you idiot.
Yeah, now you are after I introduced you.
I've got to notice my Smosh. Take that.
I've been noticed
twice.
By
Ian and Anthony Padilla. Smosh. Noticed them.
Do you guys know Hollow Point or not? Hollow Point. Maybe it's not Hollow Point anymore.
Do any of you know Lost Girl Mikachu? Her account. I'll show you. You probably do know her. You've probably seen her. I'll just show the account. A little quick promotion, real quick for her.
Real quick. Oh yes, I have seen her, but I'm not. I have not. I don't think I followed her.
Lost Girl me. Let me just double check as I'm opening up TikTok right now.
Imagine she just adds me after I follow. What are you gonna say, Shay?
She won't.
How do you know? You don't know that.
I do know that. I'll throw hands with you right now.
You'll throw hands with me right now? I'm not going to say right away.
No, because me and her...
Eventually.
That's one of my oldest videos, gentlemen, right there. We're not going to talk about that.
I do follow her.
Yeah. Me and her are friends.
Lost. You said Lost Girl what?
Mikachu.
I do follow
I pronounced that wrong completely. I thought this just turned into a bragging contest in front of the comment section. I really don't want to do this to you guys.
Wait a second. I got one. Waxing around. We're mutuals.
Yeah. Now you know how it feels, Shane. Now you know how it fucking feels.
Real quick. The Captain Rex cosplayer, the one that got his account banned first. Me and him are mutuals. Me and him are friends. You know, one of the
TJ Godman.
yes.
We're already
We are
friends.
friends with him.
Yeah.
We've been friends with him for years.
I've been friends with him.
I've talked to him so many times,
Yeah.
like Snapchat, all that.
I literally snap him on the daily, bro.
Yeah,
We have
Sure.
inside jokes.
Yeah.
John, you don't get to be part of this bragging party.
Actually, I do.
He does. He does.
I do. Hold on.
No.
Let me.
I was there when he was super awesome, Goodman. Boom.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was
Okay,
there too.
I was
when
there
he
too.
Super awesome. Good.
I was there too, Dick.
Why did he even get banned again? Do you remember?
I have no idea why. It was a bullshit ban.
It was a bullshit ban.
It was. It really was.
I can believe it. I mean, I don't think his account's banned anymore. I think it's just private.
Yeah. Hey.
No, it's like banned.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, they made a new account, and then he does like 501st stuff.
And then it got banned?
Group, No, like the cosplay 501st girls in groups. Like he didn't get banned from those.
Oh.
He works like 6th place now.
That's true. You're right. You're right.
Sorry, I just had to say it.
And then there's Hardcase and Justin.
I haven't talked to Hardcase in a hard minute.
Yeah.
Oh, me and him do talk sometimes.
He like never texts me back anymore. Me and him used to talk like
I'm trying to like remember all my friends list because there's some people that I just don't talk to anymore, but we're friends still on TikTok. We occasionally message each other.
Like that's
Justin,
another thing. Like
Orange,
I've noticed.
Justin,
Like
Orange Ace.
yeah, I haven't talked to Justin
Yeah.
in a while.
Alrighty. Well,
Shavla.
let's just turn it to a bragging contest. We can't do this anymore. We turned it to a bragging contest.
No. We got to keep going with the bragging contest, man.
So, Joe, it's not just me and you.
Bye, Jonathan. I'm at the top now. Get replaced.
Alrighty. I think
Wow.
if the comment section has no more questions he asked, and John, you don't have any more questions he asked.
How do you know I don't have one?
If you want to ask one more, I dare you.
All right. So you ready for this, Aaron? This is my last question.
Okay.
So if you had to start over from scratch, like getting onto TikTok, like all your cosplays and stuff and all the fan bases you are doing, so like Lego, action figures, Vanos gaming clips and all that stuff, would you start the same or differently?
I would kind of start again, but differently. I would make like different accounts of like one mainly just like a Vanos clip collection, and then one clip just mainly like action figures, and then another channel just for cosplay. Just so like have different channels like prioritized with different forms of content instead of all just being under one. I would have started that whole differently.
Okay.
But I do have a question for the both of you.
Oh,
Okay.
whoa.
We got a question this time? We've never had this happen before.
All right. Would you rather have unlimited bacon, but no more video games? Or games, unlimited games, but no more games?
Wait, what?
Unlimited games, but no more games?
Yeah,
Unlimited
would you
games,
rather
but no
have
more games.
unlimited bacon, but no more video games? Or games, unlimited games, but no more games?
I'm confused by the no more
I'm
games.
so confused on that second one.
What do you mean by no more games? Like no more video
Yeah.
games?
Just,
Or I can't top game to a person. Like what
Yeah.
game?
Like, what kind of games are you talking about, man?
just games. Just games in
Or
general.
maybe he's talking about board games. I don't know.
You're gonna
I'm
have
just
to
trying
find
make up
out.
things, man. I'm just trying to make up things. I don't fucking know.
Special credit to Jay Schlatt and Mr. Sork for the questions. Thank you very much.
Wait, was this in the comments?
No, this is from Jay Schlatt and Mr. Sork on YouTube.
Oh.
It's a bit of a mind teaser one. Yeah, he pulled a Jay Schlatt. Thank you, Sav. I pulled a Jay Schlatt.
What? I'm so confused.
I'm so confused. I don't know what to think.
It's It's a bit of a mind fuck of a question, but
Okay, while I'm thinking the answer of this question, Arrow, do you still have like a bunch of phones?
oh jeez.
Do you still have a bunch
Well,
of phones? Because I remember the last time, like,
if you're wondering
me
how
and you
much,
talked for a long time, you had like I don't know how many phones.
well, how do you think I got all these Lego sets?
Look at that,
It
Shane.
gr-
Look
it
at all them
grew.
phones.
It grew more.
Why do you have so many phones?
Let's see, we got the
I asked you
Huawei
that question.
P30, TCL 35G. We got the Huawei phones. Got the Galaxy S10. We got the Google Pixel.
And don't you
the
sell
LG
these
thing.
phones?
I'm sorry.
Don't
I'm
you
sorry.
sell these phones
real
too?
quick. I have my answer. By the way.
These are just
Shane?
display phones from phone.
I have my answer.
cell
I have my
phone
answer.
stores.
I have my answer. And this is the rule I'm gonna make with this. You can't repeat my answer, John.
Okay. Well,
I'll
how'd you look it up?
I'll take the unlimited bacon. No more video games.
Wait, so what did you look up? Can I at least look it up?
No, I didn't look up anything.
So
I got DM'd
Okay.
something.
you got
Alright.
DM something
I got DM'd something.
from who?
None of your damn business.
I'm just confused.
This is a brain teaser because the last one really screws your mind. But personally, I think I get it.
Can someone DM me what the fuck he means by this question? I'm so confused.
It's just unlimited bacon, no more video games.
Unlimited bacon. All right.
John, what's your answer, John? Just answer at this point.
I don't fucking know. It's confusing.
Sucks.
So did my brain.
All right, John's gonna take the unlimited video games with no more games.
How do you know I'm gonna take that one? Actually, I don't really like bacon, so I probably would take that one.
So no more video games? Or games in
Is
general?
that so? What you're saying is that I get unlimited video games, but I don't get any more games. Like I can't play them.
Do you want me to repeat the question?
Sure. 'Cause
Would
this
you
is
rather
hurting me.
have unlimited bacon but no more video games? Or games, unlimited games, but no more games?
Is it unlimited gains?
Or games, unlimited games, but no more games?
He's saying games. He's not saying games. It's not a wordplay trick.
Oh, okay. I was about to say if it's unlimited gains. Oh, I want that. Okay.
Yes, Sav, we're breaking John.
Just pick, John.
It's fucking.
Pick
It's
the
hurting
answer,
my
John.
brain.
Big talk.
Just to think. It's hurting my brain just to think about it because I'm just so confused.
We'd like to take a
Bacon,
break
bacon,
to
bacon.
say a special thank you to our sponsor at Gamer Subs. Beautiful thing. I got some sample packs. We got some mango melt, pineapple cocktail, and some delicious titty milk.
Oh my god.
See, I feel like because Shane said I can't repeat what he said, I probably have to pick the other one because he said I can't repeat it.
Mhm.
So I'll probably, and because I'm not a huge fan of bacon anyways. I'm just
Bacon,
gonna go with
bacon.
the second one.
All right, Sav, do you have any questions before we send off?
No, I don't.
No.
Actually, I have one more question. This is I'll hit you with would you rather. All right.
Oh
All right.
boy.
No, not would you rather. Arrow, you could go back in time at the beginning of TikTok, like when you first got on it, and redo it all again, and you can do with the past knowledge with the knowledge you already have, and go back and do it all again, But you cannot meet any of the friends that you've made along the way. You have to make new friends to do it.
I mean, we can call it another timeline, and sure, it could be it could be an alternate timeline.
But you go back with all the knowledge you had.
But see, the thing is, like, he may
I
not
can-
have all the friends he had at the start, but those friends showed him other friends. So what if he became friends with the ones that he didn't meet right away?
He cannot meet or interact with any of the people that he's met.
Damn. It's rough.
I got to avoid all the drama.
You do, literally.
Let's go.
Literally you do.
Let's go.
Wow,
Would you go back?
that's what we are to you, Arrow?
Would you go back? Hey, it's just you. I'm good. Just kidding.
I always get pulled into it. I wasn't even there by choice. Arrow knows that.
Yeah, he gets dragged in a lot.
Yeah, because apparently I have to be a part of it, even though I didn't want to be.
So what's your answer? No or yes?
Sure. It could be
Yeah.
an alternate timeline.
So technically, he's saying if he did it like in this timeline, he would say no. But if he did it in another one, then yeah.
Yeah, this timeline, no. An alternate timeline, yes.
Okay. Alrighty. With that, do you want to clarify or do you want to give reason to our answers? What we answered for you?
Sure.
Yeah, can you please? Because this hurt my brain.
What, the unlimited bacon one?
No, like
The unlimited bacon. one.
clarify both of them.
Well, I just want to throw you off with that question.
Just throw off question. I
Yeah,
think I chose the right answer. I think I chose the right answer.
Yeah. I just want to throw you
See?
guys off with that question, with the unlimited bacon one, just to mess with your head.
It was well played. It was well played. Very well
Well
played.
played, I guess.
Alrighty.
Hurt my brain cells.
With that, we end this wonderful episode on Sundari Command updates. We'll probably bring Arrow back for another later down the line episode, you know. Happy to have him on, though. I'm Shane. I'm your host. Arrow, our special guest. Where they can find you at, Arrow? Where can these guys find you at?
You can find me. I linked all my stuff on my YouTube, but I do have a Discord, and you've already have me on TikTok. Follow me on all my social medias, Instagram, well, X. There's also I haven't linked my Snapchat, but I can make like just a public one. But maybe Snapchat down the line. But I have Instagram. I got the good old TikTok. I got merch, and I also have an Amazon wish list. So if you want to send me something for free, you don't have to. But yeah, and also
Well, you should.
but you should. But you should also buy my merch. Nobody's bought merch in years.
Alrighty. Well, Johnny, Pookie Bear, what do you want?
Pookie Bear now. Huh?
What do you want to say?
All right, so you can find me on TikTok at jb.sws. You can also find me at jbeditsx. You can find me in both Arrow and Shane servers. I'm in both of them. They're very fun to be in, so I'd recommend it. And yeah, that's really it. You can just find me and ask me other questions that you would like me to answer in my DMs. If you
Also,
join the servers.
add me on Steam and Epic.
Oh, sure.
Alrighty. Well, have a great day, folks. Take care. I'll see you all on next week's episode with John. Hopefully, Chief will be back to come back and join us next week. But hey, take care. May the force be with you, as we have to say here in Sundari Command Updates. Take care. Be safe. Have fun. And consider